Well, Coach, it is great to see you. I'm sure it's been really hectic just with the pandemic and just the unprecedented circumstance with that. But I want to talk about some highlights from this season because there are some notable positive things that happened. You were 19 and 11, 11 and 7 in the Big East, a five-way tie for third place. Looking back on the year, did it reflect what you expected going in?
Well, first of all, Chelsea, it's really good to see you as well. Someone outside of my current family, it's like a big surprise, you know. So it's always good to talk to new people, and I hope you're well. But to answer your question, I think we were thrilled with the outcome of our season. Anytime that you reflect back, there's always those one or two games where you wish you could, take and redo. But overall, I thought we accomplished a lot, really put ourselves into a good position going into the Big East tournament. I think that we were at a point with about 4 or 5 games left, nearing what my expectations for the group really was from the start. And then we had some unfortunate injuries with some key players. And it's amazing how, like in a classroom, when you take one or two players out, how it can really disrupt things. And we just never really got back into the flow down the stretch. But super proud of what we accomplished. Kind of a crazy ending with 5 of us being tied for third place in the Big East. But it was an exciting finish, and wish that we would have been able to see what we could have done in whatever postseason that we got into.
Yeah, and I also want to touch on just the outgoing senior class with Kristen Spolier, Shay Bry, Kat Strong, Ashanti Thomas, and Sarah Humphrey.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really unique situation when you see just the 4-year cycle of their life. You meet them when they're 18 years old. You see them just develop at Butler, just in all facets. How did that group impact this program?
Yeah, well, they were a part of that group that really got the culture, that winning mentality changed around really almost three years ago, and they set a standard and set a bar for what we do, not only in season but how we approach an upcoming season with our spring workouts and our summer workouts, and really established what the expectations for Butler women's basketball moving forward can be. And very grateful, as I've told each and every one of them, we've gone through Chelsea and had our end of the year meetings the same way that you and I are talking right now. Not what we're used to. Our world is in a different place than what it was just even 3 weeks ago, but did our end of the year meetings, and my message to them was that I was thankful that they believed in me, believed in what Butler University could do for them in their future, and thanked them for having such a significant impact in turning around and really establishing what we can be, and laying the groundwork for great student athlete experiences in the future for this new group of young ladies that will get ready for the 2020-21 season.
Yeah, and with that moving forward mentality, like you mentioned, just in terms of returners and the recruiting cycle, with just the current situation right now and how that's going to be really challenging moving forward, what does next year's group look like in your eyes?
Um, I think that they have the potential to be maybe the best team that I've had here. This will be my seventh season next year, and I think it has the potential to be the best, and it's exciting. We have probably more diverse scoring than we've ever had. We've had more depth at positions as far as scoring goes there as well. What I really like about next year's team is, from a defensive standpoint, we're going to be very long. We're going to be very athletic, and be able to have people defend effectively in multiple different positions. So I think when I look at those two areas, and it's really been really what our mainstay of our program has become over the last 2 years is, can we defend and can we hold teams to a certain points allowed in a game? And whenever we do that, we're very, very effective. And that's why I say that this team has the ability to be maybe the best team that I've coached, just because of what they can accomplish on the defensive end, and then all the variety of different scoring threats that we have returning and newcomers coming in.
And lastly, just to kind of recap and just wrap up, what's it been like just adjusting to the current world right now, not only just on your side, but with your current staff and with the players that you already have right now?
I don't think it's been easy for anyone, and the adjustment for us has not been an easy one. Thankfully, we're all adaptive and making the most of what we have. We have some athletes that have access to weights in their home, or weights at a nearby neighbor's place that they're able to get to, and some have a basket, some don't. And thankfully, Coach Moore, who I think is on the cutting edge of his profession, has laid out a program that our young ladies are able to use, whether they just have a room with four walls. And we're making the most of it, and we are, like, our message to our ladies, and the message that I'm getting back from them is they want more. And so we're making the most of it, and trying to really take advantage of this opportunity of that they have with family time, and that they have with being able to be at home, but yet still preparing for what we think is going to be an exciting season.
Yeah. Well, Coach, thank you so much for doing this. And I hope to talk to you soon, hopefully in the near future when everything kind of gets back into the normal swing of things. But congrats on a great season. It was definitely a blast to watch, and I will talk to you soon.
Chelsea, thank you. And I would just wish you guys the best, and hope your family stays safe, and hope that we all get back on campus here soon. That would be exciting.
Yes. Cool. Yes, you too. All right. See you, Coach.
All right, Chelsea, take care.